Welcome to another episode of Football Bloods TV. So I'm Sabesh Manmathan. Joining me today will be Isaac, Wahid, and the one missing from the screen, Kavi.
So
he came back.
Entry day, intro, giving intro day.
Right. So we are all going to cover all the Euro 2020 of all the games that we have been through so far. It has been an entertaining competition. So so today we'll be covering a few topics. We'll go one by one. So the first topic that we are going to go through straight right into this is coming right after this. All right, so we are now going to be discussing on certain topics today. But before that, please check out on all our platforms, all social media platforms, including TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and the most important one, our YouTube page for a lot of lovely contents. And do subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, we have the prediction again. And this time you can stand a chance to win RM 150 ringgit if you guess the correct goal scorer for the game between Belgium versus Italy. So
that easy.
Yeah, it's so easy.
150 is a very good money, man.
Yeah. It's like
you just gotta guess the score and the player, right?
Yeah.
So before the game, of course.
You have to do. Yeah, you just have to do it 2 hours before the game, and then you're all good to go. If you win, you win the 150 bucks. So that's about that. All right, so let's straight away go into the first topic to cover today. So the first topic is we are going to name all the memorable moments of this Euro 2020 so far this season. And I know when I say memorable moment, the first thing that strikes in all our mind is...
This party.
But you wanted to say something, is it?
I'm actually anticipating all of you.
England qualifying. That's really...
Yes.
No, France,
really
Switzerland.
No, actually, my memorable one that I was expecting all of you to say was Eriksen's situation.
That's not memorable, day. That is not memorable, day.
Hey, that is memorable, lah.
No, day. Memorable is something happy, not something that is
no,
not
is
good.
Tragedy,
that's a tragedy.
Well, it's still something that you will never forget because we are there.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we
don't forget
there,
tragedy
we felt
as well.
like we were there as well. So I thought all of you are going to say that.
No, anyways,
that is not memorable.
When,
that's tragedy, day. That's what Kavi says.
Anyways, when I would have said that, lah, but it's, when you said memorable, then it didn't click. For me, memorable will be England winning Germany with that kind of form. So that's really remarkable.
Yeah,
For me, Switzerland winning France, that's memorable.
Oh, that was good also.
That is memorable.
Switzerland and France was a good one.
How
about Wahid?
Oh, that is bookie. England is bookie. Queen paid nicely.
Okay, I'm gonna go with one of the best hosts I've seen in a while. That is Hungary hosting the group of death against the likes of Germany, France, and Portugal. 3 killers in a group, and they went down with a fight.
Gotta give it to them, man.
And I love how the stadium is always packed, like mad.
To be honest, if we would have seen maybe Hungary and England, I think it'd be more entertaining to watch.
Yeah, because Hungary would have won. Yeah, I tell you why. Because Hungary would have won.
Yeah, definitely. No brainer.
All right, so that is one memorable. So each of you said one. So Kavi said the England and the Germany game. Yeah,
I want to see one more day.
No day. The one is just
a lot more day. Actually, a lot more day.
Yeah, it's a lot more. Keep going.
Like
my one will be the Portugal's first game, right?
Oh, the 3-0
against Hungary. They actually found it so difficult to break Hungary until that one moment where the fall happened. Then everything just collapsed. But that's not the moment, lah. The moment is actually after that, the beautiful build-up play that they did and score the goal. So I don't know. For me, that's one. And another one, the way Ukraine played against Netherlands.
True. That was a good one also.
Yeah.
Right.
If I may add, I think I'll just add one more. I think we might have forgotten it somewhere. Okay. So Denmark, what a run.
My god, this is the one I wanted to say, Lade.
Yes.
What a run by
I
Denmark.
was keeping this inside and then he just talked out. Okay, alright, go ahead.
They lost the first two group stage game, I think everybody knows what happens.
They were
Yeah.
technically
They lost.
out actually.
They
Yeah.
lost their best player, the best player in their squad. They lost the first 2 games, so the thing that you expect in the third game coming against Russia is they're gonna collapse completely.
Yeah.
And I mean, I wouldn't say not all, but not many would predict them to get out of the group.
Yep.
And yet here they are. They won Wales 4-0, and they could be in the semis.
No, to
Yeah.
add on that,
Russia lah, bro. Not Russia.
Last game.
Ah.
Last game was it? No. They played Finland. They played Belgium. Then they played Russia. Russia is the last game.
The Russia is the last game lah.
Yeah, last game of the group stage. That's where they won 4-1.
Correct lah. Oh, I thought I heard you saying Wales.
I know.
bad,
The
bad.
Wales one was the knockout game. The one that
yeah.
led them to the quarters.
Best part,
actually,
they qualified through goal difference.
yeah, exactly. No, because Denmark was a team where we all expected. I mean, all of us love Denmark for some reason. So
Yeah.
when we see what happened to Eriksen and all, even after that, we were all going for Denmark to go for the win. Go try just for him. And
Yeah.
then on the second and third game, I mean on the second game especially, we were all like, okay, it's done. I think Denmark is out, because if you notice, technically they are out from the group stage.
Mhm.
And then after that, they went beyond mathematics to come back and score 4, and they went through where it puts the Russians totally out of the picture from nowhere. And to maintain that, they actually are now in the quarterfinals as well. So looking at their path, they are going to face England if it's possible. I don't know. That will be a massive game coming up.
Back to back 4 goals for them.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a memorable one. So Isaac, how about you? You said Switzerland and France earlier, so that is also a very memorable
yeah.
one.
Sterling running around.
That's never memorable for me. It's always.
That's another tragedy.
I know. I mean, if I want to see that, I could always just hit the Discovery Channel and just look at ducks running around.
The other day I was on TikTok day. I don't know if this is real or not. So Boris Johnson was watching the game. Then when Sterling scored, the guy actually said, he actually scored.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
So I don't know how real is it.
Alright, so Isaac, any other memorable ones that you remember or you get to understand?
The Denmark game, I actually wrote them off. I when I was doing the prediction for the last group stage game, I literally wrote them off because I saw that they lost 2 games. All right, and I did not see what were the other teams' points were. And that's my bad. But anyone in the right mind would have thought that Russia would have given a really, really tough fight, at least fetch a draw or something. It makes sense, right? Because all they need is just a draw and they're in. But the difference is that you could see how much Denmark wanted it, how much they played for the fans, how much they honor the fans and their teammate, and how much you can see that the desire of them just to win it, And every moment, every goal that came in, right, you can see how crazy the celebration got. It got crazier and crazier as one goal, as more goals came in.
Yeah.
And the fans, I tell you, man, it was thunderous, as if the stadium was gonna collapse. That's how loud it was.
I think they did it for the fans, because first game they lost in Copenhagen.
First game, you can't blame them. I won't blame them at all.
First game, you should blame UEFA for continuing the game.
What I'm saying is, first game they lost in front of their own fans.
Yeah.
Then they made it up by actually winning back against their own fans.
Yeah.
And then qualified for the quarterfinals now. So that's impressive. Another moment would be I don't know what's the Russian player. I can't remember what's his name, but I think it was against Finland. They had a 1-0 win, but my God, the goal! I don't know if you all remember or not. The one that the guy went into the D box, and he just calmly used his left foot and curled the ball in top corner.
You mean
Finland was playing who?
Russia.
Russia.
That Alex Key, some weird name thingy.
Alexei. No.
Alex. Remember the guy that he was in the penalty box, right? The D box, somewhere to the.
Oh, he calmly finished it.
He just dribbled one time, then he just calmly finished his left leg. The ball just went all the way in.
Yeah. I can't remember who scored that, but I think I remember what goal, how
Dude,
he scored
you
that goal.
maybe later you just put a video there so that everyone will know what I'm talking about. Pogbas look like a mad flirt like that. That was beautiful. That was really beautiful.
Yeah,
Um,
but when as beautiful goals go, I am definitely gonna go Patrick Schick against Scotland from the half line.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Crazy.
yeah.
That's so crazy, man.
that was awesome. That one was like
That was
one.
nice.
That was going to happen one in like 100 goals. It's not going to happen very regularly.
Not
One more
often you get
also
that.
from Yamalenko from Ukraine. The one
Yeah.
that he curled the ball top corner straight right on the left top corner of the goalkeeper. That was also awesome goal.
Don't forget Christensen.
Yeah, Christiansen.
there's many.
Christensen's rocket. Don't forget that rocket.
Christiansen.
Christensen, Pogba the other day.
Oh, Pogba.
Yeah, Pogba.
Yeah.
Pogba.
But you know
Yeah.
what? Okay.
I know where you're going.
about
I know where you're
memorable,
going.
right?
I know where you're going. Yeah.
What is memorable is that
He danced and then after that he lost, right?
Pogba's goal was brilliant. It was brilliant. I can't deny that. But what's epic is that he celebrated so early. He choreographed a dance in the pitch for the fans and for himself and for the people. But then later on they lost the game.
Backfired.
That is not just memorable, but that was just the icing of the cake.
But you can't
bro.
blame him, like he didn't do any.
No,
wrong.
he will blame. He will blame. You cannot.
I'm
stop
not
him.
blaming him, but I'm just saying that karma just finds its way. I'm just saying. A man who celebrates that much,
His reaction will be different if it's let's say like a duck out doing that or what, then his reaction won't be such.
Okay. First of all, okay, everyone who's watching this, please tell me when anyone ever seen Dirk Kuyt doing that?
No, I'm just giving an example. If it's I'm just
Yeah.
saying if it's a Liverpool
Your
player,
example
your
is
reaction won't
impossible.
be this.
Yeah. Your
Your
example is
reaction will be
impossible.
totally different. If
He'll
let's
be
say,
like-
if let's
he'll
say,
be like-
let's
he'll be
say
like, yes,
that
they-
was Shaqiri, right? Shaqiri scored that wonder goal, and if Shaqiri did the same thing there, and then if
He'll be like,
Switzerland's
yeah,
out,
he scored such a good goal.
Yeah.
You should need to celebrate it.
he will change the
You see what?
topic.
Wait, check this out. So right now you see who is actually literally crying and begging for mercy.
No,
I'll
who's
play
the one
Manchester
triggered?
United
Then
fan.
it's very easy.
I'm
bro.
not triggered. It's just that I find it funny. I've seen so many players when they score goal and how they celebrate. And to be fair, it is fair for them to celebrate. Why not, right? They've done an amazing job. They scored a nice goal. They played well. But then you have certain players, i.e. Pogba, who
I.e. Pogba.
over celebrates, right? Over celebrates. Even then, yes, okay, fine, he did it well. But it's just sad to see how the entire team collapsed in a penalty shootout. It's just I don't know what to say. For me, that's memorable.
No, I understand what you're saying. Like, you see, like times where when you score a goal like that, even like let's say you are losing a game, for example, let's say you're losing the game like 2-0, and then you come up with such a goal. At that moment, you don't think about the score. It's all you think is like, how did I score that? Which is going to be one of those memorable goals which people will talk about for the next 10 to 20 years time. So that's the reason. Maybe at that moment he has that, like you uncontrollable feel.
It's heat of the moment.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
just
man.
heat of the moment.
I noticed something for Pogba though. Like I said again, I've got nothing against Pogba as a Manchester United player, because I think he's a brilliant footballer when it comes to France. He's just not that good for Manchester United. I don't know why. Maybe because of injuries or whatnot.
No, as a fan, I will agree also. He was not doing what he was doing in the France game.
Exactly.
In the France team, he was more lethal. In the France team, he looked more like the
What he should
Juventus
do.
Pogba.
Exactly.
The Juventus Pogba.
Right.
But in United's game, I don't know. It's just different gameplays.
He's clown Pogba. But anyways, it's just that some players has just got this weird. Okay, if you watch, I watch NFL. All right. And this is what I noticed from NFL. In NFL, there's something called unsportsmanship conduct. That means you can be awarded a foul for having an unsportsmanship conduct. So there are many things like you could purposely drag a player down because you really pissed with him or something. But it could also be, after a person has scored a touchdown, they do a celebration that embarrasses and humiliates the opponent team or the player. Okay, so like something that to like really piss them off, or to insult them, that kind of stuff. That's what I mean. And what I see with Pogba is like I've seen so many great players who scored so many great goals, And usually they'll see how they celebrate. They will just run to one corner of the pitch, they will slide, they'll jump, enjoy whatever it is, they'll dance, or the list goes on. But Pogba has never failed to over celebrate. He has never failed to over celebrate. It is just Pogba. Pogba does the Pogba.
I mean, to be fair, Isaac, every player has that kind of personality. Some might got the prima donna style, some choose to be humble, some just call the worldie like Zlatan, but he doesn't,
Yeah.
These are all the things that make football.
Yeah.
Football, yeah.
But the problem is that many times he bite his ass.
No, it's the same thing happened to Daniel Sturridge as well. Every time he score, he'll be doing that.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all. That's just that one thing he does at the corner.
I understand, but he still does it even if they are coming down to a goal. Let's say he's coming to score a consolation goal, he still does that. So that's because of his feel, the way he likes to do it. Like, it's something called habit where you do it once.
No, I know. I get that, but
he's just too expressive.
No, you see, when you there's nothing wrong with dancing. Who the hell cares? I mean, dance, or you want to do worm, or you want to do handstand or flips. The world doesn't care. The world is going to celebrate with you. Am I right on that? Right? Yeah. But it's just that 1 is fine, 2 a little bit too much, but 3 and 4 is just showing off. You get what I'm saying? But anyways, that's for me that for me is the most memorable part now.
I mean, bro, you defend Sturridge and you say all he does is this in the corner. I mean, if he does that in Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, I don't care what his intention was. I'm still gonna be pissed off because he's playing for my team, man.
Yeah, but the problem is you didn't come back with a
way to reply.
Okay, never mind. I think we all get
anyways, that is.
Yeah, I think the Pogbas story dragged too much. Let's go to the next one.
I think nothing gets sweeter than
Pogba
that.
is dancing inside our minds as well. Okay, alright. So Wahid, your turn. Any other memorable stuff that you remember from the games?
Okay, maybe I wouldn't say moment lah, but as far as Euro 2020 goes, I think this is the first time I see a number of underdogs actually making it that far in the
Very
tournament.
True. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, who would have thought? Czech Republic, who do we have? Denmark, Switzerland,
England.
who else are we?
Ukraine.
I mean, considering how England didn't make it that far in the tournament, maybe we can say England also lah.
Ukraine also.
Yes, Ukraine. Okay,
I really like the way Ukraine plays.
Now you list the number of teams that went out.
Whole of Group F.
We have the whole of Group F, which I believe most of us had them winning the whole tournament anyway.
Group of death is dead.
Yeah, I had France in the beginning, to be fair, and I guess some of you might have Portugal or Germany. And now where they are, they're gone. They're packing their bags and they went home.
I had two in mind. One was Portugal, one was England. So one is out, one more is struggling. Let's see. All right. So you can even talk about Netherlands as well. I wasn't expecting them to go so
nobody
fast.
expected that because in group stage they were really very good.
Yeah.
Then suddenly come to round of 16. I don't know what happened.
I think it was a red card, and sad to say, even Genie cost it.
I think Genie.
He cost it, and Delhi. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Delhi.
Yeah, he cost it, man. There's unnecessary, but he just he didn't have to do that. Even if they considered that one goal or so, it would still been better than him getting a red card and sent off. So I think he let his country down and his teammates.
There's actually many memorable moments. If you actually consider like the times where underdogs win, the teams that we actually thought will win, like how Switzerland won France, Czech won Netherlands.
See,
so these are
Hungary
and
actually, France. Hungary and France.
So the kind of fight they actually put up when they were actually 2-1 up, then you see the way the stadium roar and everything. So this tournament this time had a lot of exceptional games now, particularly Hungary. I'm really not in round of 16, If they were in round of 16, then you will have Denmark, Switzerland, Hungary, all fighting hungry for glory, you know.
Yeah.
Padahal you have teams like England that roll the ball throughout the game.
All right. So now, before we come to the end of this topic, name one team that you feel had been very disappointing since the start till the end this season. So I'll start off.
Wales.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Turkey first. I think Turkey has been horrible. So that's Turkey for me. Kavi?
Means
Disappointing
By their
in
standard
terms
lah.
of
By their standard.
yeah,
teams that I had expectation but didn't
yeah.
perform.
Didn't
or what.
perform.
You can name it
Yeah.
that way also. Yeah.
Or played the worst football.
Because if you I remember Turkey in the World Cup was so good, and then now they turned out very badly. So Turkey for me. Kavi?
For me, Germany.
Germany.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with Kavi.
I've been a fan of Germany lah for some time actually. So every time there's World Cup or Euro, I always have Germany, England. So I do support that way. But then this time it's just shit.
Mhm.
So
Very inconsistent.
For me, it's Germany lah.
So Isaac, Germany also.
Wales,
Wales.
and Wales and Germany.
All right. Wahid?
Okay, might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say France. Okay, since their win against Germany, I personally thought that win against Germany, although some may question their tactics in approaching the game.
Me.
He was one of them. I think I remember. Okay, but France, since that game, couldn't manage a win against Hungary. Well, I know that Hungary was a very good host, but I think that's no excuse. You are holding the status as a world champion.
Yeah.
Although that was 3 years ago, but you have a team with great depth. You had such good quality all over from front to back, but you can't manage a win against Hungary. And I personally thought that game against Portugal was pretty much winnable, but they couldn't pull it. And then that shocker against Switzerland, okay, that pretty much is the nail to the coffin lah. And to me,
Go, you think to you?
yeah. So to me, that compared to the France that played during the 2018 FIFA World Cup, and let's be frank, I personally don't think the team in the 2018 FIFA World Cup is that impressive either. I mean, they had some small wins along until the finals where they whooped the ass of Croatia.
But they robbed it from Croatia.
Yeah. But that said, they know how to get results. I mean, they approach every game tactically, and that's the difference between the 2018 France and this year's France. This year's France looked lost, if you ask me.
Yep.
It feels like Hugo Lloris when he gets the ball, okay, Mbappe is up there, I'm going to just go past him and you do whatever the hell you want.
But I think the most loss of all is Mbappe.
Exactly.
Yes.
He was, I think, the worst player for France, I think. It's like everyone in France performed. Even Griezmann didn't do that well, but still not as bad as Mbappe.
No, I mean, I got to oppose a little on Mbappe because I feel the expectation that was put on Mbappe was too high, and he's still young. I mean, he didn't perform very badly because I feel he is the only threat for France in top. I don't see Griezmann as a threat at the moment. Yeah, apart from Benzema scoring goals. Yeah, but Benzema is a person where he's more like a Cavani, like like a person who gets in the D. It's like 90% it's going to be back of the net.
Let me just put it this way, lah. If a player is willing to demand £768,000 a week for the next club who wants to buy him, you gotta play more than that in World Cup.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is that when you see the France squad, because France, to be honest, I think they have the best squad in the whole tournament.
Exactly.
So looking at France,
they had.
So looking at them, the moment you see the forward of Benzema, Mbappe, and Griezmann, the main highlight there is Ush Mbappe. You're not going to say Ush Griezmann, or you're not going to say Ush Benzema. You're going to say Ush Mbappe because we know that he has proved his time in. Of course, we can name it Farmers League, but he still did very well there. In fact, that's the reason why we all had that expectation that Mbappe might turn out well. It didn't. Same goes to some other players as well. We can't forget in the likes of Harry Kane and other players as well.
Yeah, but Harry Kane is not hyped like that, you see.
That's right. So I also don't blame Mbappe fully on this. I feel like it's just that he's still young, he can prove, but like Isaac says as well, if he's demanding so much, the proof has to be there as well.
I think why
Compared Harry
I think
Kane.
why everyone feel like he didn't turn up to what he should have been is because of the World Cup. The performance he put in all these past games, the World Cup, particularly the World Cup, he rose to fame during the World Cup. The team had so many veteran players that are damn good, but you have one little boy there running the show, so the hype is already there. Then throughout this years, 2 3 years, he was in PSG. Then the hype continued to increase. Then when you see him in Euro not doing anything, I wouldn't say he actually didn't do anything. He scored a couple of offside goals, which were really good. He scored 2 against Neuer also, but it's ruled offside, so it doesn't count. But
and even the threat also, like whenever Mbappe plays, the threat is always from his side. So I don't see him as a worst player.
So I have to support Sabesh a bit, and also Isaac. I'll say the expectation is because of that World Cup alone, but I wouldn't also say he didn't do anything. He tried his best, but just not his year or his tournament.
I mean, you're right. Not that he didn't do anything. He did do something. He moved the ball on the pitch, but that's all he did.
Yeah, because the expectation was too high compared to what he did in the World Cup. In the World Cup, even I was like, what the hell, man?
But that is life, isn't it? When you're famous, that is life, isn't it? Everyone expects Ronaldo to do something. He did something a little bit here and there, but this year's not this year.
This year,
yeah, but not much. Yeah, but the man is what, 35 years old? 35 years old, and having 110 goals, I think.
And Mbappe has Mbappe,
my opinion I've watched a couple of French game, the France game in this whole Euro. I see okay, like Benzema is like your number 9 forward. He's just up there. He's waiting to get the ball, and when he gets the ball, he makes sure he finishes it. And true enough, he does it. He did it many times. You have Griezmann, who plays like super low. I think that was a manager made him do such a thing, and he did okay. I mean, don't come tell me that he's got no expectations. People have no expectation of Griezmann, who's also being paid highly and is playing in a technically Barcelona, a well famous club, and Benzema as well from Real Madrid. And then you have a lot of good players behind it. They did actually really, really well. The midfield line, the defense, the keeper. But Mbappe itself, yes, I want to say there is expectation, but that is normal. When you are labeled expensive, coming from an expensive club, you are supposed to do a thing or two, not miss an open goal or two, or miss the penalty. Okay, miss the penalty you can forgive, because even the best players in the world miss penalty during that point of time. Even Ronaldo missed it, even Gerrard missed it. So that is forgivable. But you have so many opportunities where he could have scored, he didn't score. Or when he should have played better, but then he had less impact. People are definitely gonna mark you about it. But he did so well in World Cup. And then after that, he was playing supposedly, even if you're playing in Farmers League, the price just don't go up simply just another day, because he has to be good. He has to be doing well in order for his price to go up. So
you're right also, but we also have to see how he played in the Champions League as well against big clubs. So even there he was performing well. But Mbappe, I mean, this is my personal opinion. Everyone has their different way of opinion. The front three, where we have Griezmann, Benzema, and Mbappe, for me, the worst one among them is Griezmann. It's not Mbappe for me. So that's what I feel. Because the way I watched some France game, most of the threats were all from Mbappe's balls. Even Benzema scored 1 or 2 balls were from Mbappe as well. So that's why I feel like he's not to say the worst in the pitch. Things just didn't work out for him, but he's still young. At the same time, like what Isaac says, well, if you are demanding so high, you have to show that you have quality. If that is like Leo Messi or Ronaldo, you wouldn't mind giving them that pay, because you know that they are proven to be such a
they're aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens.
So, yep. All right. So, we have come to the end of this topic. So, thank you so much for joining us. Do subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, Football Bloods TV.